Hi everyone and welcome back to Newegg TV. My name is Paul and today we're going to be doing an unboxing and overview and some light benchmarking of this Hitachi XL3000 external 3TB USB 2.0 hard drive. So first off, let's take a look at what comes in the box. Ours is still factory sealed and shrink wrapped. Now essentially Hitachi is marketing this particular external hard drive at folks who need a lot of external storage. External storage is really nice to have for a couple different reasons. For one, you can easily add on a bunch of storage to your existing home computer without having to actually open up the computer to do installation of an internal hard drive. Secondly, with external storage is, at least for me personally, I keep an external hard drive at home, and that is just in case of emergency. I have lots of my important data saved on that, and I've imagined that in a worst case scenario, it will be much easier to grab an external hard drive like this and run out the door with it than it would to, say, that entire desktop computer over there. But enough of my rambling. Let's get to what's included. Here's our USB adapter cable, and that is a mini USB to standard USB. And that is the end that plugs into the drive itself. Here is our, here's our AC adapter plug. It's got a little bit of a wall wart there. AC cable goes in the other end. Here is a little plastic stand for the drive itself. There's the drive itself, of course. And here we have our installation manual, warranty information, printed out in multiple languages, just like that. And that is pretty much it for what comes in the box. So next up, let's take a look. And I'm going to actually get this plugged into our computer here to see how it initializes. I'm interested in if it's already has a file or a partition table on there or not. Here at the bottom of the drive we can see that they have a sticker over our USB port and our power port. I think they just want to make sure that you know which is which. They also have a little Kensington lock right there, which is also nice. If you're in a public environment, you can lock this down to make sure no one can pick it up and run away with it. But there are our two ports, USB and power, and there's our stand on the bottom. It's got a couple little prongs, and it just drops in just like that, so the drive will stay upright on your desk. Alright, let me get this plugged in and then we can hopefully pull up some benchmark numbers for you guys. Just in case anyone is curious about the official plug-in procedure as recommended by Hitachi, they have it laid out here in a diagram. Number one, they want you to plug the AC cord into the wall and then into the external hard drive. Number two, they want you to connect the USB adapter. And finally, number three, plug the USB plug into your computer. Also down here, they have listed compatibility. They have listed Windows 7, Windows Vista, Windows XP, Windows 2000, Mac operating system, that looks like Mac OS 10, and this is backwards compatible also with USB 1.1. Alright guys, so I've just now plugged the 3TB Hitachi XL3000 in. I'm happy to say it comes pre-formatted, so I have done nothing literally at this point, but we have autoplay that's popped up asking me what I want to do, and Windows has automatically installed the drivers. So if I open folder to view files, I can see that they have put a few little auto-run items in here. It looks like they have some Mac software also installed there, so it will be compatible if you're using a Macintosh or OS 10 or newer. And if we go to our drive properties here, we can see our 2.72, that's formatted terabytes of space. That's 3 trillion bytes, is that right? Let's see, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions. Yes, 3 trillion bytes of data. Next, I'm just going to pull up computer management real quick and make sure we're using GPT partition. Just going to run down here to Hitachi, go to our properties, and hardware, and select the Hitachi. Oops. And hit properties again, and go to volumes, and populate. And there we can see they have already formatted this using the GUID partition table, also known as GPT, and that is the partition table that you need to use in order to access all 3 terabytes of storage. So last but not least, I'm just going to run this through Crystal Disk Mark and see what kind of results we get. Alright guys, so I've just run a few quick benchmarks using Crystal Disk Mark 3.01, and really I'm just doing this to demonstrate a quick point about the different types of interfaces that are available. What we've done up here is we're comparing them to another 3 terabyte hard drive. This is the Hitachi Desk Star 3 terabyte 7200 RPM internal hard drive. We've recently gotten some numbers for that as well. So if you look up here on the left side here, you can see the XL3000 that we have plugged in. Those are the numbers I just ran. On the right side are the numbers from earlier today from the internal Desk Star. And you can see a really huge gap here at the top in the sequential reads and writes as well as the 512K reads and writes. And you can see that the external drive is capping at about 30 to 36 megabytes per second, whereas the internal drive can really max out the performance. The reason these numbers are showing those values is simply because this is connecting via USB 2.0. That's pretty much saturating the bandwidth. That's about as fast as that can communicate between the computer and the external hard drive. If you jump down here to our 4K reads and writes, these are random, so it's actually telling the drive to access random places on the platter to pull out 4K chunks of data. And that's really indicative of the type of computer use that people generally have when you're loading programs or doing applications. 4K is a really good indicator of that. And there you can see really not much of a change. I'm not sure actually which specific hard drive internally Hitachi is using inside the XL3000, but I would guess that they might even be the same one. Because here, the limitation we're seeing is the drive itself being able to access those 4K chunks of data on the platters, versus up here, you're seeing the bottleneck bandwidth bottleneck from USB 2.0. So drive itself is nice and fast, just connecting at USB 2.0 speeds. That's the type of performance that you will get. But that being said, that pretty much concludes our unboxing overview and quick benchmarking of the Hitachi XL3000 3 terabyte external USB 2.0 hard drive. My name is Paul. Thanks a lot for watching Newegg TV, everyone, and we will see you next time.